Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching the NBA. The NBA regular season tips off. It's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Houston Rockets. See you at halftime.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. And as we break down the game, let's take a look here at Steve Nash.
Well, of course, anytime you talk about Nash, his outstanding court vision and creative passing is the first thing that comes to mind. But, of course, he's also one of the best shooters the game has ever seen.
Steve, you mentioned the creativity he brings. Despite the flair, he's really quite fundamentally sound. He's excellent with his decision-making and understanding of how to create scoring opportunities for him and his team.
The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to Portland at the Rose Garden.
Well, with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Well, especially, Steve, when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. I mean, that's a bad combination. Turning it over and then not defending.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Nash against Brooks. Harden kicks to Brooks. Takes a three. That's good. Brooks has got the first bucket of the game with the three for the Rockets.
Well, James Harden, clearly one of the most potent offensive threats in the game. Can do it all. Pass, shoot with range, get to the rim. He led the league in free throw attempts last season with over 10 a game.
And it's Houston's ball. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin McHale had a few moments for me. We discussed their defensive strategy going up against Kobe Bryant. He said, well, he probably has the best footwork of any player in the game. You can't give him any room in his jump shot, but when he's got all those fakes, it's so tough. Guys, he said he knows Kobe is going to get his points. They just want to try to limit his efficiency out there. Guess we'll see how they do.
All right, Doris. And Clark, you mentioned Harden. Great at drawing fouls. He stays low. He holds the ball low. And when he brings it up, if the defender reaches, he just guides his arms up under theirs to draw the contact. It's a very clever move.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of players over the years do it. Kevin Durant has done it. Tim Duncan before that. Going way back, Sam Perkins used to make that move.
That's right.
It's really a tricky play, and it's tough to guard, but when you perfect it offensively, it's really a weapon.
And so Nash nails both of them.
Well, it certainly had the makings of a great story. Harden versus his old team, the Rockets coming back with a big Game 5 win. If they could get Game 6, they'd be able to force that final 7th game and maybe pull off the upset, but it wasn't meant to be.
On defense, Houston. Pass to Kaman. Young. He kicks it to Kobe. Back to Young. For three. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Well, going back to the Rockets in the postseason, a lot of people had them picked to get steamrolled. But Steve, they put up a solid fight and really turned some heads with how they played.
Well, the easy answer was because of the Westbrook injury. That's how Houston was able to really take Oklahoma City deep into that series. But I think there's more to it than that. The Rockets have tremendous offensive firepower. I think they're gaining momentum as a franchise. And heading into this year, I think they're one of the scariest teams in the conference.
Guarded by Harden. Young outside. Jacks up a three. And another three for the Lakers. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Misses off the left iron.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Backing down is Bryant. Shoots from the elbow, and again it's the Lakers.
The turnaround jumper, that was a thing of beauty.
Rockets trail by 3. Garcia passes to Brooks. Howard with a screen on Nash. Here's Garcia from outside off the mark. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Nash dishes to Gasol. Nash hits to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Young's got 8 points. 1:15 left in the first.
Kaman gave up his old caveman look, guys, but he's still an intimidating presence in the post. Good size and strength and doesn't really get pushed around. Also excellent timing when it comes to shot blocking.
And the Lakers making a change here. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Kaman. Hill comes in for Pau Gasol. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kobe. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. Harden, another miss by Houston. And Chris Kaman skilled offensively. Ambidextrous, finishing inside, and a good mid-range shooter.
Yeah, I think he's really good offensively. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough to handle. And the question mark with him is defensively. You know, his weak side rotations can be late. He's never really been, a center that you kind of solidify your defense around.
Now here's Lynn, defended by Meeks. It's Harden with the drive, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
And the Lakers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Kicks to Lynn. The Rockets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. At the line for 2. That one is off. And the second free throw, good. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Meeks. Johnson outside. And Smith with the block. Here's Beverly. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Next Monday night, November 11th, Kyrie Irving and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Joakim Noah and the Chicago Bulls, live from Chicago. Do not miss it.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end. You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
So for the Lakers right now, Steve Blake is out there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Robert Sacre. That's Johnson. And it's Hill in at the power forward. Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. Down below 70% as a team from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Jordan Farmar. He's checked in for the Lakers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and of course Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, gentlemen, it is now the 3rd team in as many years for Dwight Howard, but he feels as though he's found the right place with the Rockets. Howard said, quote, "We've got a lot of young players and the opportunity to grow. Financially, I'm leaving money on the table, leaving a storied franchise, but this is an opportunity for me to write my own story." And Kevin, he felt this team gave him the best opportunity to win a championship. And with a talented core, including James Harden, it's hard to argue.
I tend to agree with him. Thanks, Doris. He passes it to Sacre. Feeds to Farmar. On the wing, Johnson puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Stripped it away. Outside Williams. And Houston again with the bucket. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And you see a player have to come out of a game like this. I mean, you just hope for the best.
That's exactly right. You do hope for the best. You cross your fingers, say a prayer, and hope it's nothing major. We'll see what the update is here shortly.
Chris Kamen's checked in for Robert Sacre. He dishes it to Gasol, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Clock at 4. They need this. Shot's good. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
Blake for 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Well, you think back to 2011 and 12 when Dwight was playing his final season in Orlando. He just didn't know what was going to happen. He would say one thing, then do another. It turned into a long saga. And then it's kind of the same thing happened last year with the Lakers.
And it's sent back by Kaman. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Blake passes to Meeks. Dishes to Blake. Pass to Farmar. Stolen away. And now here comes Williams leading the break. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the strike. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Johnson comes in for Meeks, and Kobe is subbed in for Jordan Farmar. Well, getting back to Howard, he said he knew where he would sign, but there were all sorts of possibilities as he went part through free agency.
Yeah, Kevin, the contenders and pretenders ended up being clear fairly fast. I mean, as you might imagine, when a franchise player hits the market, there's a lot of interest, but ultimately he ended up here, which seems to be a really good fit for him.
Screen by Howard, and Garcia kicks to Kanan, and some nice passing there by Houston. The 3. The Lakers with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Boy, they had some memorable battles last year. Let's hope for a similar type game tonight.
Puts one up from 19. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Kanan, guarded by Kobe. There's the 3. Lynn's shot is off. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That gives them the lead. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Here's Blake. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Lakers lead by 1. Stay right where you are for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you in just a bit for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to halftime, fans. A close game going on out in Houston. A tightly contested game for Los Angeles up against the Houston Rockets. A dominating performance offensively. They're getting everything they want. Nick Young has been productive. And what a game from Kobe as well. And not to be outdone, the Rockets also giving it their all. And from outside, you couldn't shoot it much better than this. They're scorching hot from beyond the arc. Aaron Brooks playing with confidence. And they've gotten a great boost from Jeremy Lin also. And now let's check out other NBA action as we go around the association. At Pepsi Center, it's the Nuggets winning over the Hawks. So now that's 2 in a row for them. The bulk of the scoring came from Nate Robinson. And the other game that finished up today for the Clippers, a loss to the Heat over at American Airlines Arena. They'll look to improve next time out. They fall by 5. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
You know, the Rockets turned a lot of heads last season, guys, as they got back into the playoffs after missing out the year before. A big part of that was how they played at home. They were very tough to beat in Houston.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Rockets, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden out on the wing with Garcia, and it's Brooks in at the point. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Gentlemen, for the Houston Rockets, a remarkable rebuild process since 2009. They remained around a 500 team, trading for draft picks and young prospects, preserving cap space, and acquiring the elite talents of James Harden and Dwight Howard. They've become, once again, a contender in the West. Kevin, this is a young team poised to make some real noise.
The story of the offseason, no question. Thank you, Doris. And the Rockets, as you said, Clark, strong at home, and that can be seen in that record of 29-12. Just the kind of home record, Steve, you need to get into the playoffs.
And it was the way the Rockets played that was so impressive, Kevin. They attack the rim, and then they kick out and bomb a ton of threes. And I think that's the kind of attack, the kind of style that can really bring a friendly crowd and bring them to their feet. And I thought that the Houston fans got more and more animated as the season went on.
And the first one drops.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season, I think it surprised most of us. You know, some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So, difficult season for the Lakers.
And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season when injury struck. They didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happen, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting five. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. In second, the Rockets.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. I mean, you could see their confidence growing as they continue to put up points on the board.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Kobe dishes to Kaman. Boom, he jams it straight down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action. You know, it's interesting. Kobe, the last few years, has gotten very loose with his opinions. He's not afraid to say it like it is. And I think one of the inflammatory remarks he made that caught a lot of attention was when he mentioned that the Olympic team back in 2012 was better than the '92 Dream Team.
Nash, the pass to Kobe. The feed to Kamen. 4 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Nash missing.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
Well, a chance to check out Dwight Howard here. Great year for him last year. First in rebounding, second in field goal percentage. And there weren't too many players better than him when it came to interior defense. He was in the top 5 in the league in block shots.
And Steve, let's go back to his #1 ranking in rebounding. I mean, the top rebounder, that tells you just how good he was at not only rebounding, but he had to get in position, reading and reacting to miss shots.
Nash kicks to Kobe. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hill's checked in. Brooks outside. Back to Harden. Howard defended by Kamen. Brooks from outside. The Rockets again can't hit. Lakers leading by 6. Kamen sets a screen for Young. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Young. And that's 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. They host the Clippers after this game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Philadelphia game turns out, guys.
.139 left in the third quarter. And the pass to Howard. Hill's there. And that one's good.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You could see that there. You know, there are a number of things that went wrong for the Lakers, and a lot of it led to them being a poor team on the road. They just didn't look like they were on the same page whenever they played away from Staples.
For 3, Kobe. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He is remarkably hot this quarter. He has yet to miss a shot.
Beverly dishes to Harden. Passes to Beverly. Back to Harden. Good as the jump shot falls. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night. Back to the Lakers in their play on the road. It wasn't for their lack of scoring. They would put up just about as many on the road as they would at home. Steve, it's just that they wouldn't get the stops. The defense wasn't what they needed for road wins.
Well, if you're going to win on the road, Kevin, you have to get stops. And the Lakers didn't do that. And, you know, you think about this year without Dwight Howard now, that defense is only going to get worse. So I would look for the road to be a major issue this year for the Lakers.
Rebound the Lakers. Young's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Good if it goes. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
The third quarter comes to a close. Lakers ahead, up by 9. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
On tap next Monday, November 11th, Michael Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies go up against Paul George and the Indiana Pacers. Make sure to catch it.
And the final period of play just about to start. Rockets trail by 9. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. Hill is out there with Nick Young. And it's Kamen in its center. Back to Harden. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Terrence Jones with the finish.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing how that New Orleans game turns out for sure.
It's Harden with the drive. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
It seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
Also, there's one other thing I've noticed with him. I mean, he's great at stripping the ball away from you at the last possible moment. That's not an easy play to make, but he seems to have developed the knack for doing just that. Guys, it didn't take long for Harden to show that he could carry a team. The first game of last season, he made a statement in his first game as a Rocket, putting up a monster stat line.
It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Fader on the way. There's the bucket. Good. And the Lakers lead by 6.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
And that one's good. And 11 points for Aaron Brooks. And Harden and Clark, you just talked about this, wasting no time last season announcing his arrival as a franchise player. Opening night, 37 points. 45 points in the second game of the season. Steve, what a start he had in Houston.
And how about the stretch, Kevin, in the middle of the year where he scored 25 or more points in 14 straight games? That was an all-time Rockets record. So Harden getting his opportunity to be a star. He's making the most of it.
Outside, Garcia. Back to Brooks. He feeds it to Harden. 6 on the shot clock, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Tell you what, you've got to give the Houston Rockets a lot of credit, guys. After losing their franchise players to injury and age back in 09, they've managed to rebuild this team without tanking for lottery picks or going all the way to the bottom of the heap. Very impressive.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
And for the Rockets, they've been very shrewd acquiring undervalued players, trading for draft picks. Steve, all in the hopes of swinging big trades for superstars.
Well, then when they acquired James Harden, they finally got a cornerstone player. Now all of a sudden you throw in Dwight Howard, you've got another foundational player. So all these years of tinkering and trading and moving picks and moving players, it's finally paid off, and now he's got the team he was hoping to put together.
Nash kicks to Kobe. Young outside. Back to Kobe. Pulls up. High post. They get it back. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim. Rockets trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
The Rockets again can't hit. Lakers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Young's shot is up. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Oh, that's blocked. Kaman passes to Kobe. With some arc. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Brooks. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Oh, boy, this is something you hate to see, Clark.
You know, it sure is. Injuries, though, are really an unfortunate part of the game, inevitable at times. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Houston making a switch here. Lynn's checked in. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. Francisco Garcia. He's checked in for Jeremy Lin. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
He got them to within one possession, but that one miss puts a lot of pressure on them at the defensive end.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 3. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Kobe. Outside Gasol. Back to Kobe. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, if the defender is going to play often like that, guys, it's pretty easy to predict the result.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And that's helped with their passing game, too, because they're getting a lot of assists by sharing the ball and moving it. They're going for the throat now. I mean, a few more trips like that one, and we might be able to put this one in the books.
Here is Harden. 55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The dish to Howard. Shot clock at 6. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden guarded by Kobe. And here's Brooks from outside. Offensive rebound. Howard came in with the defensive effort.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. On the wing, Williams fires the 3, connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And he commits the intentional foul. His free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And as long as they continue to do this kind of work at the foul line, the lead should be safe.
Lynn's shot is off. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.